Yes.
Mr. Kellam on 2191 for you.
All right, thank you.
But I knew that you'd had 1,000,001 things to do, and I believe if there's anything we can do down here to lighten the load, that we want to do it.
Sure do.
Before we get on to anything else, I want to tell you.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello, huh?
I say, before we get on anything else, I just must tell you that I thought your message to the joint session was as good as it could have been.
Well,
Both its content and delivery.
well, thank you.
On your Thanksgiving message, I thought they put a little bit too much oil on your hair.
Yeah?
Because they light it above, and it gives a reflection that isn't good.
Uh-huh.
I just like, particularly on television, I think with virtually no oil at all on your hair, the effect is good.
All right.
Now, your glasses, I'm accustomed to, and I think it lends a certain, call it dignity, anything else, want to, but might I suggest that the best optometrist that you can get, examine the possibility of less color in the rims, or the effect of color on the rims of the glass on television appearances.
Well, the ones I got are just plain flesh color. I've got some black ones, but they always look so damn bad, I thought.
And I don't know whether or not a rimless glass would do it or not for television, but you might want to experiment with that.
All right.
Because the rims on the glass show up pretty well.
Yeah.
But I don't believe that anyone could have achieved the effect that the nation needed any more than you did in your joint appearance for the joint session.
That's good. You know any other news?
Clyde Weatherby was in the office when you called. We haven't got all of the abstract on the Logan place. You got a 10-day clause in it, and I'm not sure that AW notified them the abstract was incomplete, so I'm dropping them a note today to be well within the 10-day line. Tell them it is incomplete. We've been notified for the attorney.
Tell him come right on.
Write them the detail.
Hey, Debbie's coming in. I'll ask him here in a minute.
All right, fine. He might have written them, but just to be sure, I was dropping him a note saying that that was true.
Any other news?
Now, Don has talked to John Gray in Beaumont, and is fixing to pick up, I believe it's maybe 750 shares in John's place down there. And hasn't heard again from Julius Gordon. I don't know the score on his.
All right.
On the plane, I don't know if you got the word or not, but beach call from Wichita.
I told him, just tell him to not put it on the seat, but put it on a cover that fits right over the seat, so when I ride it, can be just the opposite than the other one. The other one had it on the chair, and we put the cover over it. This time we won't put it on there, but we have a cover made to fit it.
That's good. That's excellent. Now, did the spare engine go with the twin Bonanza on the price?
Yeah.
Good. I wasn't positive, but I want to know about that.
Yeah.
What would you think of Ralph Bunch if we could get him down here addressing the Rotary Club of Austin?
I think it'd be excellent.
I wrote Walter and asked him to, one, if y'all thought it was all right, two, if there's a possibility of getting him. That the Rotary Club, Harry Aiken is chairman of the first quarter committee. Right after your address to the joint session, Aiken had a meeting of his program committee and came up seeing me and wondered what I thought about it. And I think it would be good for the Rotary Club, and I think it'd be good for the cause.
Good.
And would hope that he could do it, and that there would be no expense to the club, even for transportation, but they're willing to pay that if necessary.
All right.
So it'd be a first, and I believe that the reception would be all that they could want.
All right.
Larry Winship from Boston has been down here the last 2 or 3 days. He's doing pretty much an in-depth study. Been out to A.W.'s house once and is going to meet Mary Allen and 3 or 4 people out there tomorrow at 2 o'clock for some interviews. I understand from George that he is friendly, and we've been trying to be as helpful as possible to him. On the Johnson City house, we're just finishing up out there, and Roy I'm working with in selection of what colors hadn't been decided, and decided to go ahead and put outlets for our pictures. Cost a little bit more now, but if we get it done once and for all.
Put what?
Outlets, electric outlets that will take care of pictures when they're hung.
Yeah.
And where the picture will hang over.
Yeah.
On Jim Lane called me 2 or 3 days ago, said these units that Woody had talked to him about several months ago, be off the production line within the next couple of weeks, and wanted to know if we still had need for them and wanted them. And I told him just to go right ahead and let them come off the production line, and to get someone to call me when they weren't. By that time, I would have any answers.
I guess so. I don't know.
I thought just let him go ahead and assign them and be all right.
All right.
Now, on Shornhorse, traditionally, we've let Ms. Hausman go on one hunt up there, and about every other season.
Wait just a minute.
That Jack Stableford.
The title was inadequate on that.
And Louis Shank.
Wait just a minute.
All right.
You better. A.W. said he didn't notify him, and the 10 days may be up.
It's up tomorrow, I think. Tomorrow the next day, and we thought we'd write him today.
He said it's up today and tomorrow. Hello?
Hello?
Jesse?
Yes, sir.
Well, I believe that contract said that they had to submit an up-to-date abstract, and what they submitted wasn't it. It wasn't even, it was just a piece of an abstract, but...
Well, that was the position that Clyde took, that it was a partial abstract, but just to be on the safe side, thought we would write them today within the 10 days and call that to the attention.
I have Mrs. Lucy Alexander on the line for the president.
Just a moment, please.
Hold on just a moment, please.
That they'll be hearing from you direct as to details.
Okay, they sure will.
Good.
How you doing?
Pretty good, A.W. It's been kind of, well, we've been like everybody else. I think all right.
Pretty fast, huh?
Your wife has been wonderful in your absence and helping with folks up there.
Well, that's good. You've been aggravating a lot of people up there?
A good many of them, and I've got to get a fella from the Farm Journal wants to go up tomorrow and hell-bent on talking to Dale, and I've been telling him that you'll be back most any day, and he ought to talk to you.
Okay.
So I've got him held off till tomorrow. When you plan on coming back?
What, tonight? In just a little bit? Well, it'll be pretty late by the time we get home.
He's going to call me at 1 o'clock tomorrow, so maybe we can get him up there. I just a lot rather you talk to him and Dale about our farm practice.
Okay. Okay. You want to talk to the president again?
Yes, if he's free.
Just a minute.
Yeah.
On Shornhorse, I thought if it's all right, I'd let 1 or 2 hunt up there, and maybe 1 or 2 at the Stewart place during the balance of the season.
All right.
And
I wouldn't have
some sort of an arrangement.
Many though, because I'm going to want to do some of that myself.
Houseman and maybe Louis Shanks and Roy White one night.
All right.
That'll be about all of it.
All right.
I thought I'd work out some kind of arrangement with either Jimmy Morris or through Brazoskin and Jimmy, where they could lease the grazing rights to the transmitter sector at regular going rates.
Well, I'd see about what we need up there for their own cattle, if they've got any grazing out there to graze.
All right, I'll talk to Dale about that and see if it would work in. I discussed it with him once, and he thought the distance was... I'll talk to him again.
Yeah, do that. Okay.
I told Bert that Bob Armstrong had said anything that they could do.
Yeah, I know that.
Department and so forth. Seabrook has been after me several times, wanting to know if he shouldn't come up there, and if he did come up to be helpful, if he could be properly recognized. And I just said it's too early to tell anything, Dr. Seabrook.
What does he mean, properly recognized?
Well, he didn't want to come up there and not see the president, I guess, and not have something.
I wouldn't have him come right now.
I just give him the kiss off and said that
How's Jake coming?
It's been awfully quiet. I think that...
Well, you start a campaign today to see that every person patriotically in your organization, everyone you know, goes and votes absentee right now. Because we found out last time Bird missed a vote, and just see how many you can get out of your 104 to vote absentee.
I'll do it, and I'll drop by this morning. It was closed, but I'll do it first thing Monday. It's damned important because that's his biggest problem.
Yeah.
And we'll start a little campaign on it, publicizing only 2 more days and only 3 more days, whatever it is.
When is the election? 17th?
I believe that's right. You hit me right in the face with it, and I'm not positive, but I'm almost sure it is the 17th.
I want to bring Chancellor Earhart of Germany to the ranch on about the 27th. I'll be there Christmas and won't come back.
Good. That's fine. You will get to spend Christmas down here, then.
I think so.
Now, I am... Can I talk pretty freely on this line?
Yeah.
I saw Cliff yesterday, and I'm taking care of him with 1,500. Charlie, I've taken care of. Melvin, is that to be taken care of too, the same way?
Well, I just wait and let's see.
All right. And then the balance of them, that with any envelope that Cliff gave me, I'm just holding.
That's right. And I would just turn them back to him.
Just turn them back to the writers?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll do that. And as I say, I've taken care of Charlie, taken care of Cliff, and I'll just hold up on the winters. Those are the things that I've been anxious to chat with you on. And, of course, anxious to say...
We didn't have you come up here because we thought it'd be better if these trustees to operate independently and they can meet and hire you.
I'm in agreement 100% with that.
And what is
down here that needs to be done?
All right, how's your business?
Really went to hell, of course, this week. And that's Friday. We carried no commercials from Friday shortly afternoon until sign-off Monday. But we've been working like hell even during that period. Trying to get make goods, and most of the agencies have been pretty understanding. A few of them have said arbitrarily give me credit. We're going to go forward from there. I've gotten back into this music thing, which is not on an even keel at all, and do something there. Looks like the challenge and the job is not big enough, or is too big for both Broadus and Humphreys. And I'll work out something there as we go along. I'm getting into it, though. And
did he ever finish up Mary Margaret?
Yes, all except painting the plates, he told me. And
well,
he'll double-check Jack.
They said he had to get something. They had to get something from Paul Taft, some equipment.
About a receiver from Paul, and I understood that they had gotten that, sir.
No, I didn't think so.
No, I'll double-check him on that.
See if he goes and gets a turnkey job.
All right. I'll do that. All right. I'll do that. Yes, sir. We haven't completed. Yes, sir. We haven't completed installation there. It'll be done in stages.
Yeah. And the tree, too. A couple up there. Right. Backyard. Any other?
No, sir. I believe that's all I can think of.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, I'm here. Bring him. I'll hard time. Get ready. How's Dale doing? 27.
When does it look like? Down.
I'm out before the 14th.
Wonderful.
Okay, well.
Yeah. Promise?
Yeah.
And damn, where you been?
Right all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can do for your family.
11:30, I think.
All right. Has AW got a car out there?
AW's car is at the airport,
All right.
and I think I have one.
Station.
No, I don't think we need any.
Tell AW that his wife.
I think we need it.
Tell AW that his wife, Larry, went to Boston. People out of his house. Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll arrange for him to meet, if you will, up at the ranch or at his place about 2:30. His 2:3, where he wrap both of them up at that time, maybe.
All right.
And I had something else I wanted to ask you, but I guess it'll wait.
Anything going on there locally?
It's awfully quiet, Don. People are still numb. Terribly impressed by events of the last few days, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get to see any of the game Thursday?
Not a minute.
Damn, it was sensational.
Must have been.
So it was.
Must have been.
I'll see you then tomorrow.
All right.
Thank you, Don.
Oh, excuse me, just a minute. Hold it.
Jesse,
Yes,
run one of your little telephone Woody polls on Jake and Dobbs.
all right, sir.
Get about 100 calls to keep the secretary busy for a day or so.
All right.
Can we get about 4 of them per? Can we get about 4 of them per outfit and be about 15 out of East Austin?
All right.
East Austin. Okay.
I'll get you well, sir, that I talked to him yesterday. Morale said home theater was writing part. There's some conversation, some thought about theaters going public, and maybe theaters going public, and maybe buying Midwest Video, and maybe buying Midwest Video, and maybe buying Midwest Video. He was talking in circles, his only Morel. He was talking in circles, his only Morel. He was talking in circles, his only Morel. Circles his only Morel can. As soon as Don gets back, I want Don gets back naked. Morel tried to make a run with some escape clause for the neon, and I blew all fuse power. I didn't think he'd have guts enough to. He's promised to get. He's promised to get it up squared away with Morel more than anything else. More than anything else. But his had turned things over to him. Because Moses was not feeling well. I said, is he sick? He said no, but he's cutting down on his work in the law firm. He's got a lot of workload, and he's turned this over to me as executive president. So ask Don, tell Don I sure want to get on that first thing Monday.
Bird wants to give up her option. I told her she's crazy.
We can't afford to give up that option. We might sell or transfer. I discussed that with Don and A.W. a little bit, but we don't want to give it up. We sure don't. I wouldn't mind selling it to A.W. and Alvin. But I know Melvin and sir. Sure don't want to give it up, sir. Sure don't want to give it up.
The next recorded conversation on the original dictabelts is not available for research at this time. It is a conversation between President Johnson and CIA Director John McCone on November 30, 1963, at 3:14 p.m. It is closed because it contains national security classified information. The recording of the conversation is approximately 1 minute, 16 seconds in length. The proceeding is a statement by the staff of the LBJ Library on November 30, 1993.
The recording of this conversation was declassified and opened in its entirety on November 27, 1995.